Coming up next is probably the best one on the slate, and one that you are equally excited and nervous for, and it is the Niners marching into Philly to take on your Eagles. Are we sure that Shaquille Leonard was not there to meet with the Niners as they flew into Philly? Maybe.
That's a great question. I think, I mean, they did lose. They did lose to Talanoa Hufanga, if I got that right. But obviously have a very good defense. So I'm not sure they need Shaq Leonard, but we do. The Eagles linebacker core is not great. I'll let you talk a little bit about this game before I go on a rant. Right now, Niners obviously -2.5 in Philadelphia, 75% of the bets and 52% of the money, giving the Eagles a nice 23% sharp differential.
I'm probably going to feed into your rant because I already have a feeling what you're going to say, but you haven't prefaced what you're going to say to me at all. So I'll take a guess. But the Niners, obviously one of the best offenses in the league. The stats show it. If you want to use the new hip stat that I've also referenced a few times, they are number one in offensive DVOA this season, going up against the Eagles, who rank 17th in defensive DVOA, which is interesting for sure. What I find the most interesting, though, is the matchup at hand here, in the sense that this was the NFC Championship that we never got because Brock Purdy went out, and I thought Eagles were going to win that game anyways, and I had the Eagles, like, obviously nobody banked on Brock Purdy getting hurt. I do think that is added motivation for this Niners team, and that's not something that's going to be an analytical approach on my side. I'll be the hand up. I'm not going to give you guys a huge analytics piece here. What I do think is that the Niners are going to be able to match up well against the Eagles. I do think that this Niners defense, despite how you said they've already got a guy out right now, but this Niners defense has been absolutely spectacular, where Jalen Hurts will get his and he'll find his way. But there have been so many instances with the Eagles throughout the season that have shown, like, yes, you guys are the best team in the NFC by record. I think that the Niners when fully healthy, are the best team in the NFC. And that's why they're -2.5. And that's why I'm going to lock in the Niners at -2.5 as my official play on your podcast. Not a disrespect thing. It is I legitimately don't know if anyone in football can beat the Niners when they're fully healthy, and the Niners are looking pretty damn good right now from a health standpoint, especially on offense. Like you said, the Eagles have some areas to address on the defense, even though the defense is solid, in my opinion. I think some of the corner situation where Debo should have a great matchup, Ayuk could do well. There will be some advantages that they have in the middle of y'all's defense because the linebacker situation has been leaving a little bit to be desired, and we know that they're going to be out for blood after what happened in the NFC Championship last year. This is a game that they've had circled as long as you guys have. So give me the Niners here, even though it is the public play. 75% of the bets are on the Niners.
Yeah, I'm going to leverage off of what you said injury-wise, because I think that's the main piece for what's going on here on Sunday. I think if you just look at the injury report, Niners versus the Eagles, it's significantly different. The Eagles are so much more banged up. The Eagles, I'll start with the Niners. The Niners getting Trent Williams back is huge. Yes, Hufanga is out, but Debo's back. Everyone is pretty much back for this Niners. They are fully healthy. The Eagles, on the other hand, no Dallas Goedert. A.J. Brown got hurt. Jordan Davis got hurt. Fletcher Cox got hurt. All of these fucking people are injured. And their defense has not been... The Niners definitely have the upper hand on defense. However, I think the Eagles, when, like, just taking everything off the board, I think the Eagles are the better offensive team. The Niners are the better defensive team. Yes, the Niners have McCaffrey and Debo, but I just think our wide receiver core with Jalen Hurts at the helm is the best in the league, and that's been shown over the course of this season. Right now, we've scored 37-21 against the Chiefs defense, but still won 28, 38, 31, 34, 34. We are consistently scoring above 28 points, and that is to show how good our offense is. However, the nature of what the Eagles have been all year is they're a team that doesn't look like they should. They're winning games because they're lucky, but they're putting themselves in these positions to still win. Like in the Bills game last week, we got lucky that the Bills missed a field goal and we got to overtime, and then Josh Allen missed a throw in the end zone. But then Jalen Hurts drove the entire offense down the field and won the game in one drive, right? So like they're executing when they need to. And Will they win this game? I'm not so sure. I think the injuries that we have on hand might be a little too much for us to handle. However, I think it's a massive point that the line opened at Eagles -2.5, and now it's moved 5.5 points to the other side. If you get the Eagles at a dog or even +3.5, I don't know how you don't take them here at 10-1 with Jalen losing one game at home over the last 2 years. Yes, it's different to look at a specific game, and I understand why the Niners are favored given everything that we just talked about. But it's so hard to say no to Eagles +3, +3.5 at home with everything that has happened over this past 2 years with Jalen Hurts as quarterback. Like, the man finds ways to win. It's just that simple.
I just think that if you guys slip like you did against the Bills and go down early 17-7, similar to how they did against y'all, and that was an offense that has left a lot to be desired over the last couple of weeks, the Niners are not going to be as forgiving and let you guys back into that game. If they're able to jump out an early lead against you guys, it's game over. I don't think you guys are going to be able to catch up to that because it's going to be run for the races. If they're able to score early on you guys, they obviously have a formula where they're going to be able to score even more the rest of the game. It's just the injuries piece, like you talked about, as well as just the state of this defense. I really do like the Eagles this season. I think they're spectacular, but with the NFC rivalry between these two, and based on what happened last year, I do think that the Niners are going to be able to get this done. And we saw them have a little slip up. Every good team has a slip up. It's okay if the Eagles lose one here. That'll be their second loss. This will be their little slip up because the top of the NFC with these teams is better than the top of the AFC, in my opinion. So
you know what I don't hate, Andy?
A teaser.
Eagles +9.5. They get to Eagles even +9. There's no chance they lose by 9 points or more at home.
I don't know, man. I do think that there is a world where I see it being like an 10 or 14 point win for the Niners. Even though that's a lot of points when you look at the scoreboard, the game will be closer than that. But I don't like it as much in a teaser because I do see a world where the Niners win by 2 scores and people will shit on the Eagles a bit more than they deserve to be shit on. But I think that's even added motivation for you guys if that does happen. So I am a little worried about y'all on this spot, and that's why I am going with the Niners -2.5. Are you gonna lock in anything official?
No, not yet. I'm not ready. I would love if it hits 3.5. I'll play that, but I'm still gonna wait. Personally, especially to close it out because we're beating a dead horse here. It's clearly the best game of the slate. It's really awesome. If the Eagles lose, you can book their Super Bowl ticket immediately. They're gonna win. They're going to get the number 1 seed. They're going to motivation destroy the Niners when they come into Philadelphia and play them in the NFC Championship game. So looking forward to that.
Definitely not biased at all there.
Not biased at all.
DJ, any words of wisdom to the crowd before we depart?
Absolutely. Appreciate all your guys' support as always. Keep checking out the channel on YouTube. Just got my Spotify Wrapped for the podcast. I'm excited to post some stuff on that. So check that out on my Twitter at DJJ Sports. Sincerely appreciate all the love despite a bad week from me. Happy to keep giving out trends. Happy to talk about football. It's always so much fun. Love you guys. Love the support. Again, check us out on YouTube.
Well, cheers, dude. I think this is going to be an awesome slate. I can't wait to watch it. We will definitely be sending you pictures as well as tweeting out pictures from Lambeau Field. Super excited for this weekend. And be on the lookout for DJ's article that always comes out on Sunday. It is a banger. It's a classic. Reddit begs him for it every single week. And look out for some plays from me as I tweet them out at AndyHA Sports on Twitter. Make sure to give Deej a follow. The creator, the wizard himself behind Sharpen the Public at DJH Sports. Guys, we love you. Happy we can do this.
Love the subscribers. Love the comments. Appreciate it all. As always, we'll be with you next time. Hopefully we win some bets this week.
With some winners. It's a bounce back week, baby. Week 13. 13 is my lucky number. Let's go. The boys bet better with beer.